And nigga, be real to yourself before you real with anybody else. Hey, gang, what's the deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. We back cracking with another reaction, man. Hey, shout out to 504 Street Stories Unplugged. One time. Hey, so listen, man, we finna bust some things down, homie. You know, it don't take a rocket science to understand, bro. What's been going on is been sitting up under people's nose for a long time, right? Hey, but catch this game though. Before we get into this reaction, bro, I want to make sure I'm clear. I want to demonstrate something. I want something to penetrate through somebody's heart, right? Nobody makes it to the top without attracting enemies. Catch this game though, homie. Nobody makes it to the top without attracting enemies. You gotta realize, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all bad. And they will it's all bad when they get mad when you can't help them. You understand what I'm saying? It's all bad for you when they get mad once you can't help them. You start attracting enemies like flies. You gotta understand, man. You know, in life, man, you gotta make choices, man. Like most people, I tell people, people only love what they lost. You understand what I'm saying? And that's probably why so many people didn't realize how big he was to our generation. You see what I'm saying? Like now he's not here. You see what he contributes, his attributes. You start to realize, like, wait a minute, this dude was really something special, something phenomenal. There will never be another Nipsey Hussle over there ever again in life, bro. You see what I'm saying? And I don't care how you cut that, right? Because at the end of the day, when you look at the scoreboard, you can take it how you want to, man. This was not he got high or he was high and he was disrespected and he felt like he would just go double back and go knock him down. So if y'all, before we at the end of this live, I want y'all to go check out Eric Holder diss song. He everything that he did to Nipsey, he already put it in play. Y'all gotta realize the dude spoke on the murder before it happened. You see what I'm saying? The hit, the assassination, whatever you want to call it. Just understand this, right? You know, the streets don't love you when you make it. You see what I'm saying? The streets is not gonna love you when you make it. You see what I'm saying? Coming where we come from, the streets not gonna love you, bro. Because you're reminding them of what they did with their time. That's offensive. For you to be sitting up here making millions of dollars and you not putting nobody in position or people who feel like they deserve what you worked hard for. You got to understand, Nip was only 120 pounds. You see what I'm saying? And he'll squabble with you though. You know what I'm saying? He ain't saying he go kick ass and take names, but he go shoot the fade. You see what I'm saying? And casualties of war. You see what I'm saying? If you're willing to shoot fades, you got to speak on how you feel. So this stems from, you know, his big homie been lying this whole time, man. You see what I'm saying? Hey, catch it though. The boy been lying so bad to the point where we heard Brian Nita say verbatim that Nipsey Hussle felt uncomfortable. He did not want to be there. He wanted to take a picture with Brian Nita. Didn't even know Brian Nita was connected to Shitty Cuz. You see what I'm saying? But remember when she walked up, his big homie, you know what I'm saying, told Brian Nita, hold on. Let them finish their conversation. So it was like you antagonized that conversation. It was like, did you want to see him get into it with your little homie? You know what I'm saying? Because when we look at this, it's so many ways. Like you could have diffused the situation, the altercation. But with this being said, I want y'all to check out 504 you know what I'm saying, street stories. But I also want y'all to look at the double cross. The double cross in this game, homie, was Eric Holder already did a song about committing this murder before he even committed it. So with that being said, man, let's get into this reaction, man. We got 504, man. We got some good news y'all can use, man. Go check it out. It's in the comment. It's in my description. If y'all want to hear the Nipsey Hussle diss by Eric Holder, jump in the description, homie. You know, it's up there, man, if y'all want to check it out. And it's trash. I ain't gonna lie, man. That boy is trash, bro. But he contradicted everything he said he was going to do. Well, he did everything he said he was going to do in that song. He did it to Nip, man. And it's a cold. It's cold on me because that make you think this been stemming for a while now. So let's get into it, man. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get this content. Let's go.
He took out a good person, you know. Even in the courtroom, he made a mistake.
All right, but I know I like to stop it. Look, I want y'all to pay attention to how his big homie said he made a mistake. The boy already had a song about what he was going to do to Nipsey before he did it. And to see you go out here and say he made a mistake, bro, yeah, nigga, something don't smell right. Let's get it. I want y'all to listen to the detail on this.
He made a mistake. He took out a good person, you know. Even in the courtroom, he showed no remorse, you know. He didn't even look over there, even, you know, some type of remorse, some type of anything, just no nothing. He trying to sit there and look like you're innocent. You already pled guilty.
Minutes ago, Eric Holder was taken from the Lakewood Sheriff's Station to downtown LA. 3 undercover cars with tinted windows and sirens blaring pulled out of the substation and sped off.
Eric Holder's attorney tells TMZ that he was attacked by 2 people while in a holding cell. Eric Holder Jr. was sentenced to 60 years to life. The judge said the sentence balanced the mental health of the defendant.
60 years to life in prison. This coming here on this Wednesday out of Los Angeles.
Man, if Eric Holder ever gives an interview, I'm telling you, it's going to blow the internet out the water. He got nothing but time, so he's sitting back. That's why I say you got to realize something. You got to understand. He didn't just do this by himself. You see what I'm saying? He's sitting back. This reminds me of DMX when he had to go assassinate somebody that was in the community. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to say because I don't know what's the regulations behind that, but y'all remember in Belly where he was playing basketball. The government came through while he trying to shoot, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, hey, we need you to do something for us. We got you on X, B, A, B, and C. You see what I'm saying? And in order for him to get himself out the situation, he had to go on that mission for the government. You understand what I'm saying? This is not too much. Think about it. When most gangsters get into a cold situation, and they find a way out, man, they'll sell their soul to get up out of that. All you got to go do is go do this. You've been doing this your whole life. You see what I'm saying? So that's small fries to a Big Mac. So when you look at the game, homie, trust nobody. You don't never give somebody 1,000% of your trust. You understand what I'm saying? You know how vain that is? Because at the end of the day, if you look what that boy, Nip went through, man, that boy went through so much adversity. He just didn't show it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say it's all bad when they get mad when you can't help them. You see what I'm saying? Shitty Cuz wanted a music career. Everybody saying Shitty Cuz had this mental health. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He been using the mental health issues to get out of jail for the longest time. Everybody know when you a street dude and you get caught up in a cold situation, your go-to plan is go play crazy. That's all. And everybody been having, he's documented under mental health. He been playing crazy this whole time. Boy, listen to it. Look, he just dropped the album, for crying out loud, homie. He just dropped some new music. So what make you, he was trying to get successful. In his mind, he thought that he could actually be either on Nipsey level, make it or be successful. A lot of people success come in different ways. He was working on a music project, bro. He had no intentions on stopping his career to go do that. This was already planned, man. That boy knew what he was doing, man. You see what I'm saying? And he didn't do it alone. You see what I'm saying? It's a sucker out there, you know what I'm saying, that, man, you can hear what Nipsey saying, man. Nipsey want that payback, man. He want everybody to suffer, man, if y'all go take him down, man. But let me tell you something, homie. What you gotta realize what Nipsey went through? Let me make sure I'm clear. Going against the grain takes bravery, homie. You gotta be a stand-up man to go against the grain. That means you gotta make your own choice, your own decisions, regardless of how anybody feel about you. At one point, Nipsey Hussle was a soldier. You see what I'm saying? He had to, stand in line, follow directions. And then at another point of time in his life, Nipsey Hussle had to go against the grain. You know what I'm saying? And when you go against the grain, it's going to be people, ain't feeling that. It takes bravery to go against the grain. That's when you become a man. That's when when you in the streets, when you go against the grain, say, I ain't doing all that. I'm going to do it how I want to do it. That's when it get tricky for you. You see what I'm saying? But, it was some left, rights, and some U-turns that he had to go through to even establish his core standard. You see what I'm saying? So pay attention to this, man. Like Nipsey, he was smart.
Eric Holder, the 29-year-old LA resident known as Shady Cuz or Fly Mac, was suspected to have ties to the streets and was an aspiring rapper. Cuz was identified as the man who walked up to Hussle and others gathered in front of his Maritime clothing store, shooting and killing Nipsey in broad daylight. Surveillance video shows Cuz shooting Hussle 3 different times before kicking his dead body and leaving the scene. On Wednesday, February the 22nd of 2023, Eric Holder, known to the streets as Shady Cuz, was sentenced to 60 years to life for the murder of Aramis Ascadam, aka Nipsey Hussle.
Lou in court, good morning. This tense trial wrapping up with a verdict today. There's no doubt that Eric Holder killed Nipsey Hussle. It was all on camera, but the decision today was whether it was premeditated.
I picked Purdue Global because I think having an online platform to learn is really great for the lifestyle I live.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Eric Ronald Holder Jr., guilty of the crime of first-degree murder of Ermias Ashkadam.
The trial began 3 weeks ago with prosecutors revealing chilling details about the entertainer's death. They said 3 years ago, Eric Holder arrived at a South LA strip mall that Hussle owned before opening fire. The two men grew up together. Apparently, there was some conversation about snitching. Holder left, then 10 minutes later came back and killed Hussle with 2 guns he pulled from his car. Prosecutors told jurors Holder ran away from Hussle's bullet-riddled body, but then came back a few more times to continue to shoot him before running off. In the crossfire, he also hit 2 bystanders in the parking lot, but both survived. Holder was charged with 1 count of murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, and 2 counts of possession of a firearm by a felon. Holder's defense attorneys say Holder should be found not guilty of first-degree murder since he acted under passion. They say he was so enraged and triggered by the response, he acted without premeditating. That's what the evidence will show, they say. But jurors deciding otherwise and convicting Eric Holder of first-degree murder. We hope to hear from attorneys later on. Be sure to stay with KTLA. That's very latest. In downtown LA, I'll send it back to you.
These are the details of what took place before, during, and after the murder of Nipsey Hussle. Many people would find it ironic that the sentencing years for Cuz added up to a total of 60 years. If you weren't paying attention, it probably went over your head. Conspiracy theorists would say that the 60 years was symbolic because of the rolling 60s Crips connection to the case. The actual physical breakdown of the 60 to life prison sentence is as follows: 25 years to life for murder, 25 years to life as an enhancement for using a firearm during the crime, 10 additional years for voluntary assault using a firearm for the 2 bystanders. So in actuality, Cuz got 50 years to life, plus an extra 10 years for additional specific charges. Hailing from Los Angeles, California, Eric Holder, aka Shady Cuz, was born in 1989 at the boom of the crack era. In his adolescent years, Cuz attended Crenshaw High. As a young teen, the nearly 6-foot-tall Holder would find himself embracing Los Angeles gang culture. At an early age, Cuz had already earned a reputation as a certified killer and street soldier in the hood. It's no secret that both Cuz and Nipsey were a part of the Rolling 60s Neighborhood Crips. The Rolling 60s Neighborhood Crips, or 60 NHC, also known as the Rich Rolling 60s, are a large, primarily black street gang located on the west side of South Los Angeles, formerly known as South Central LA. The Rolling 60 NHC originated as a clique of Tookie Williams' gang, the West Side Crips, in the 1970s. 60s territory stretches from Slauson Avenue to Florence Avenue, between Western Avenue and around Crenshaw Boulevard. It wouldn't be long before rumors would start to spread in the hood that Cuz was a snitch. The snitch jacket is one of the worst jackets that you could have in any hood. It was this bad jacket that will cause the separation.
All right, so look. Now y'all see that picture right there, right? What y'all notice on his chest? Brian Nita said that she didn't notice any gang tattoos on his body. You see what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Hey, look, you can see it on his chest. It say hood with the 6-0 and it say Crip right there. You see what I'm saying? But Brian Nita said that she didn't know if he gangbang or not. You see what I'm saying? That just tell you, man, like, man, you can't trust nobody, man. At the end of the day, when you know, I don't use the word gangbang no more, right? I think gangbang has been established over decades and decades, right? You know, to 2024, man, they call street operators. When you're a street operator, homie, it's a certain way you move because, you know, times have changed. You got cameras, they doing more than phone taps. They got heat sensors that they can aim at a house and with an infrared, and you run in somebody's house, they can track you by your sweat. You see what I'm saying? So technology have changed, homie. The game is completely not the same, and if people are still playing on the same altitude, this is going to be the end result of out with the old, in with the new. If you don't evolve your game and don't understand how to move in today's society and you go and apply by the old rules, you will definitely fail. Make no doubt about it. Think about it, man. Everybody is catching these elbows, right? Everybody who's catching the elbow, they get caught because they don't adapt to new society. This new society tells you without a doubt, you would want to learn your constitutional rights. You would want to learn exactly what the law consists of. You got to know your amendment rights, your Miranda rights. You got to know all of this because when you gang banging, you just can't be a gangster no more. You got to know, you got to have street smarts. You got to have book smarts. You got to have a whole package because if not, you go, yeah, you did some gangster stuff and everybody acknowledge it. But when you get behind them courtrooms and they get you on that stand, they're going to beat you up. They're going to literally beat you up. You see what I'm saying? So even with Eric Holder, his best bet was to say nothing because if they cross-examined him, you see what I'm saying? It would have been a circus. You better believe they would have came in and they would have beat that boy up. Look what they doing to Lil Woody over there in the YSL case. The boy head is about to explode because they're asking him indirect, outdirect questions and he cannot comprehend. You see what I'm saying? On that level. So he has to play crazy or dumb, if you want to say it. But when we look at this, homie, it was no way that they would have ever put Eric Holder on the stand. You see what I'm saying? Because they got him on camera. On top of that, he would have potentially included multiple people that was probably involved with this whole situation, man. So that's why I say, man, they street operators. When you're a street operator, you have to operate under the understanding that once you go out and you catch that case, you got to have the money. You got to have a lawyer for number one. If you don't got no lawyer, think about it. Eric Holder had one of the top lawyers in the state of California. I don't care who you is, man. They ain't doing no pro bono like that because think about it. That's a suicide mission for somebody to do that for free. Where did he get the money to have that lawyer for defense attorney? The state of California didn't appoint that lawyer. It's so many key stuff you got to look at, bro. Like everybody wanted to say, oh yeah, it's just that, man. And everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but make no doubt about it. That t-shirt didn't just pop out the back of the trunk. Brian Nita gave it a testimony stating that he jumped in her car with no shirt on, with a blue rag on his neck. You seen the boy load up the bullets as he was eating. You see what I'm saying? And she got immunity. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. I guarantee y'all never see Brian Nita ever again in life. You see what I'm saying? She would never pop up. She probably didn't changed her name. She go by a whole new alias, probably somewhere in North Dakota somewhere. You see what I'm saying? in boring land. Whoever lives in North Dakota got to be bored. You know, it's nothing in North Dakota. It is absolutely nothing out there, or Ohio or Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? It's some man, look, bro. This is Nipsey Hussle's situation, man, is definitely up there with Tupac and Biggie. Make no doubt about it, man. It's definitely up there. But y'all see where it say Huss the Crip on his neck. So that tells you Brian Nita knew where he was from. You see what I'm saying? But make no doubt about it. When you dealing with law enforcement, every street person, I don't care if you gang bang or not, who tells law enforcement the truth? I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. You know what I'm saying? My little get out of it, man. Come on, bro. Ain't nobody, man. Come on, man. It's if you shut up or you lie. You see what I'm saying? And better believe she was lying just to save herself. Let's go.
In between Cuz and the rest of the set, dealing with mental issues and struggling with dependency would add to Cuz's savage state of mind.
It's your last chance to enjoy Labor Day savings at Boulevard Home. It's the final week of our Labor Day sale.
Think about it. He had a high-paid lawyer.
Years prior, Cuz got caught lacking and was packed out in the hood. This incident led to the swelling of the brain, in which Cuz would undergo major surgery.
Yeah, I heard. There was always those rumors about him that he might have had like some mental issues or something like that.
Nah, he had brain surgery though.
Oh,
some shit that happened. He got into a fight for brain swelled up and all that. They stumped him out. You know what I mean?
Damn.
With or without the drug.
So that boy had brain surgery. You understand what I'm saying? He had brain surgery, homie. You know what I'm saying? He just confirmed he didn't have no mental health issues. He would know. That's his little homie. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at that, homie, you see that. All right, so, he probably didn't play crazy a couple of times just so he can get up out of trouble. So that put that up under his jacket. But see, what y'all not realizing is that lawyer. Where did he get that lawyer money from? You see what I'm saying? You know how much a murder case trial go for in the state of California? Look that up. See how much is a murder case trial in the state of California. We live in a society where you have to know this type of stuff. If you if you oblige to this, if you act like this is not something of relevance, you get caught up in a situation. This is going to be so much. This is going to be over your head. A lot of y'all are playing in a league where y'all don't even understand. Get caught up in a situation. And if you don't have the type of mentality to think on a higher frequency and an altitude, bro, you're going to be sitting there asking a public defender, hey, what's my odds? And you lying to her, talking about, help me win this. And you in a double jeopardy situation, man. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Hey, listen. I definitely think it's a conspiracy, but it's somebody hired up high, you know what I'm saying, that has nothing to do with where he come from, that has the setup. You see what I'm saying? It's starting to look so many different directions. When you go down this rabbit hole where there's fire, there's smoke. You starting to see the smoke blow through the rabbit hole. When you look at this, it's so much, homie. The boy, think about it. He said he got brain surgery, so that would cause friction and hate. Let me tell you, I don't care who it is. Somebody knocked my man, I got brain surgery. Oh, I got aggression. I got aggression. I would never let something like that happen to me ever again in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, anybody can get it. But listen, Shitty Cuz did a diss song. It's in my description. Y'all go listen to it once this live is over. Y'all will see that he plotted everything that he said in the diss song about, you know what I'm saying, that the Nipsey diss, he actually did it. So y'all check that out. It's in the description. Let's go.
and mental issues, Cuz was a live wire that was quick to crash out at the drop of a dime. Los Angeles court records will show that Eric Holder, aka Shitty Cuz, had an extensive criminal history. In 2009, Cuz faced domestic violence and battery charges that were eventually dismissed. There was also several firearm charges, some listed as pending. On one of those charges, Cuz was accused of carrying a loaded firearm and carrying a concealed weapon on the same case. The first charge resulted in a guilty plea, the second charge being dismissed. Those charges dated back to 2012. Cuz also received 3 years probation and 180 days in the Los Angeles County Jail. In 2015, there was a probation revocation hearing in the case. Meanwhile, the snitching rumors would ultimately lead to Cuz leaving the hood and moving to Long Beach. It was in the Long Beach area that Cuz would meet Nicholson, who would ultimately end up being the getaway driver for Nip's murder. The year is 2019. On a bright Sunday afternoon in sunny California, Nipsey Hussle had just arrived at the shopping plaza for an unannounced visit, as he often did. While catching up with his partners and employees in the parking lot in front of his Marathon store, Hussle spent about a half an hour signing autographs and posing for photos with fans. At the same time, Brynita Nicholson, a woman who Cuz was casually dating, aka smashing, was driving him around the area. As they stopped to get something to eat, Brynita noticed Nip outside of his store and immediately began to compliment Nip, jumping out to get an autograph and take a picture. Per Brynita, Cuz never did indicate that he knew Nip personally, but approached him for a brief conversation after ordering chili cheese fries at the nearby burger joint while she waited in the car. A brief conversation between Nip and Cuz was casual and low-key, according to witness testimony, but did include Nip telling Cuz that there was rumors going around that he had cooperated with law enforcement or snitched. Nip allegedly encouraged Cuz to get the paperwork, showing he had not snitched in order to clear up the rumors. Upon returning to the car, Cuz directed Brynita to pull into a nearby parking lot so that he could eat his fries. According to Brynita, she witnessed Cuz loading a 9mm pistol, and after taking a few bites of his food, he walked back toward the Marathon store after putting on a red t-shirt. Per eyewitnesses and camera surveillance, Cuz confronted Nip and said, "You're through," as he opened fire with a gun in each hand, hitting Nip 11 times, then kicking him twice in the head. The two other men, Kerry Lathan and another gentleman, were also wounded by gunfire. At the end of the day, the big U setup shit simply sounds like some slander shit orchestrated by Wack. The actions of Cuz were that of a man who had a personal vendetta, especially with the 2 kicks to the head.
To new friends, speak no evil. Rated R.
The 2024 Kia Sorento. It's the perfect blend of style, comfort.
Downtown LA courthouse, where the man who killed rapper Nipsey Hussle has just been found guilty of murder. KCAL9's Jeff Nguyen is live outside, or actually inside the courthouse with reaction for us. Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
So, Amy, Eric Holder Jr. was convicted on half a dozen counts. The most serious was first-degree murder. Let's take a listen to how that verdict was read in court this morning.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Eric Ronald Holder Jr., guilty of the crime of first-degree murder of Ermias Ashgadon in violation of Penal Code Section 187, subsection A.
Eric Holder Jr. was convicted of 1 count of first-degree murder and 5 other felony counts this morning for the shooting death of Nipsey Hussle more than 3 years ago. Nipsey, whose birth name was Ermias Ashgadon, was shot and killed in the parking lot of his store known as the Marathon. Prosecutors say that Holder was angered by a conversation he had with Nipsey and 2 other men, in which he was accused of being a snitch or a police informant. So prosecutors say that Holder came back to the store later in the day with a gun. Prosecutors say there were multiple witnesses who saw him walk up and open fire on the rapper and injuring 2 other men. Videos and photos displayed during the trial showed Holder fleeing from the scene with a semi-automatic handgun. Earlier, we spoke to Holder's attorney, who acknowledged that
So my thing is this, right? So she seen Brian Nita said she seen Nipsey, not Nipsey, Eric Holder load up the the semi-automatic. Where did that revolver come from? You see what I'm saying? Like, because remember, they spent the block. You see what I'm saying? And then they double back, parked in the alley. No, they stopped over there at Fat Burger. Then she pulled up in the alley. You see what I'm saying? Right there, he ended up eating his chili cheese fries, putting his chili cheese fries on somebody's hood of a car, and he walked up with 2 pistols. He walked up with 2 pistols because he thought he was going to have to engage in a shootout. You see what I'm saying? When you from a gang and you know you a shooter and everybody around you are shooters, you got to look at it from a whole different standpoint. That means it was war. He was ready to go to war. The first time he pulled up, like Black Sam said, man, you know, that was a throw off. He wanted to check people's temperature. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say when we end this live, make sure y'all look in my description, man. The boy already said what he was going to do to Nip before it even happened, bro. You see what I'm saying? This wasn't no, you know, just listen, homie. You know, this how I say, man, you know, betrayal always comes from the people that you know. You see what I'm saying? It's an eye opener. You see what I'm saying? This will put a black eye in the game because everybody is not like that. One bad apple should not spoil the whole, you know what I'm saying, bucket. But when we look at it though, right? Dang, man, I still think I'm like, man, hey, listen, I want y'all to understand this. When I hear his big homie say, "Oh, niggas gotta have protection around the neighborhood," Nipsey was riding in a bulletproof vehicle. Nipsey vehicle was bulletproof, my nigga. So that was already, you know what I'm saying, an art of war. You know what I'm saying, knowing that when you make it to a certain success level, you become a threat. Nobody can escape that. Nobody is bigger than that. You see what I'm saying? Coming from where we come from, when you make it, you're going to attract enemies. I don't care how you put that, though. You can't touch that. It's already written in stone. So when you ask for a success, so you got to ask ask God to show you your enemies. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy T. All right. That boy dapped up Eric Holder. Listen, he already knew that look, not even just that, you dapped him up, right? But you go on interview stating that if you felt like somebody was a threat to Nip, you would have escorted them out the premises. You never escorted them out the premises. In fact, when Brian Nita said, can I take a picture? You flag on the players right here. You end up intervening saying, hold on, let them finish talking. You see what I'm saying? 2 men talking, right? But the conversation was, she stated, was Nipsey felt like he was uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? Eric Holder asking him, is he a snitch? You see what I'm saying? That's the ultimate disrespect. If Eric Holder asked Nipsey, was he a snitch, you were supposed to escort him up out of there fast in a hurry, but you didn't. You let that boy go ahead and disrespect Nip. You see what I'm saying? And not even that, you know what I'm saying? You shook his hand after he left. That was the play cool to make it seem like he's not tripping. He like, all right, it's all good. Like, you feel me? He already knew he was going to double back. It was already written in stone. He seen ain't nobody got no pistol on him. That was getting close up on everybody was. Nobody got no pistol. He was ready for war. It was already set in stone. See, the thing is this. The diss record didn't come out until after all of this. You see what I'm saying? The boy he was an inspiring rapper. He had dreams. He had goals. He had a debt he had to pay. You understand what I'm saying? That boy had something was hung over that boy's head. You see what I'm saying? Like I say, if y'all go back and watch how it was played on Belly, how the government came and said, hey, we need you to take this dude out for me. You see what I'm saying? If not, we gonna take you to jail for the rest of your life. He never made a statement. He never showed no fear. He never showed nothing. He sat back, he just watched. And he took his time on the chin. They gave him 60 with an elbow, which will mean he will die in prison. You see what I'm saying? And it's only a matter of time. We don't know what was, you know what I'm saying, played to him. What was, you know, what deals he made. You see what I'm saying? They might have told him, do 10 years and then you could come out and say, we the ones told you to do it. You never know. You see, they tried to fight for, insanity and all that, mental health and all that, like a heat of passion. But see, when you look at the record, this record, homie, tell you, nigga, ain't no heat of passion, homie. You got to look at this, man. Every street operator, homie, that's growing up in the streets, I'm telling you like this, because I'm just observing. That's why I react to other people's content, right? You got to learn how to like really charge it to the game, homie. Learn the law. Learn how to be a street operator the right way, homie. You see what I'm saying? Because when you're a street operator, you got to know your Miranda rights. You got to know your constitutional rights, because when you see what's going on, if you get inside that courtroom, you turn your back, you on your own. So you better know how to handle, the defense. The prosecutor will eat you up. I don't care how much of a gangster you is. They would have never put Eric Holder on the stand just based off of the fact it was no actual motive for him to even. What was your inspiration? Jealousy? It has to be something more than that. Everybody want to put it on certain people. Nah, man. The government might be involved with this, man. You see what I'm saying on this, man? It's bigger than that. The government definitely might be big. Hey, listen, a lot of people operate on a small frequency, right? But once you start reading books, everything is hidden in books. You can decode some stuff from reading books. It's a lot of stuff that's going on that we don't see. You see what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Hey, look, man, a lot of y'all don't really see it, but at the end of the day, a lot of people still like they miss Nip. We seen Black Sam, man. He was in tears, homie. He was in tears. You see what I'm saying? That boy was, he was hurt. He like, man, somebody, you gotta realize, Black Sam ain't from 6-0. You know what I'm saying? That was his brother, homie. That was his brother. So when you look at this game, homie, everybody want to hold you accountable or how you. Let me tell you something. When you a certain type of man, you have your own opinion, bro. That's why I say can't nobody tell me that man can't have his own opinion. Anybody that's a grown man, I don't care how you cut it. You don't gotta like what somebody say. Have your opinion, bro. That's just all what that is, gang. That's all what it is, bro. So with that being said, man, we're going to finish this reaction, man, and we're going to get up out of here. Shout out to the 969 people in here, man. Y'all know how we coming. Let's go.
His client shot and killed Nipsey, but urged the jury to find him guilty of a lesser charge of voluntary manslaughter because he was, quote, acting in the heat of passion. And just a few minutes ago, we heard from Nipsey's friend, Herman Douglas, who was a witness to the shooting and also testified in court.
He made a mistake. He took out a good person. Even in the courtroom, he showed no remorse. He didn't even look over. He made
his friend Herman Douglas.
Why he keeps saying he made a mistake, bro? This is my thing, homie. Why you keep saying it's like when you catch this game, bro, it's like this dude justifying, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say snitching. When you snitch, bro, like, even though me and his big homie go back and forth on this internet, this ain't nothing personal, man. To me, this is content. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing bigger than content. See, a lot of y'all got this thing confused. Y'all want to take the internet to the streets. Nah, the internet is the internet. Once it hit the internet, bro, it's fair game. I don't care what nobody say, and I don't care who you are. Once it hit the internet, bro, it's fair game. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I keep telling y'all, bro, like, look at the numbers on the scoreboard. The internet is undefeated, bro. I don't care how you cut that. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people is on the internet having their opinions, and that's just what it is. And I think a lot of people like, hey, Nina Boy got 944 people watching him. That might be some haters talking about, man, why he got that many people watching him right now. You just got to realize, homie, people go hate just based off of your opinions or your perspective, bro. You just don't know. But when I hear him say, hey, he made a mistake, how could you vouch and say that was a mistake? Man, that was a sucker move. You know what I'm saying? What he did to Nip was a sucker. I don't care how you cut that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you can't touch that. That's a crazy, man, for you to say he made a mistake. Come on, man, we ain't rocking with all that. We don't want to hear no mistake. You know what I'm saying? Fix that. Let's go.
Who was a witness to the shooting and also testified in court.
he made a mistake. He took out a good person. You know, even in the courtroom, he showed no remorse. You know, he didn't even look over there. Even some type of remorse, some type of anything. Just nothing. He trying to sit there and look like you're innocent. You already pled guilty.
And Eric Holder Jr. is scheduled to be back in court on September 15th for sentencing. He could face up to life in prison. We're live in downtown Los Angeles. Jeff Nguyen, KCAL 9 News.
And so that's where we at. And for the record, man, I only do reactions. So if the day y'all see me do original content, then holla at me. I only react to the content that's out there. Hey, and shout out to everybody that's rocking with me, man. Y'all know how I'm coming with this, man. I come with real, honest reactions and my opinions. And I don't care how anybody feel about it, because ain't no nigga gonna handle what I do on my internet, on my channel, period, point blank. You understand me? So with that being said, man, I want to give a big shout out. Y'all follow me on Instagram, and y'all got some good ideas, some good opinions. Let me know y'all rocking with me, man. For the new subscribers pulling up, appreciate y'all, man. We running it up over here, man. Until then, see y'all in the next video. Let's go.